Hello, let's continue our Sudoku adventure with Obsidian by Riffclown. So this was meant to be puzzle number 851, but both 850 and 851 ended up being during our theme week, and so the theme week took precedence. But we are now doing 851 as puzzle 852, so we can pretend. Because Riffclown has done every puzzle, 151, 101, etc., every 50 up until now, including others, but it's kind of tradition. So we have 851 built into this puzzle, which is neat. So let's go over the rules. We do have normal 6x6 Sudoku rules. So in each row, each column, and each 2x3 box, we are placing the digits 1 to 6 exactly once each. We also have X sums. That's this 851 at the top here. It's actually a little cut off, but that's okay. So what do these mean? Well, they are X sums. So what we do is we take the digit that is right next to the clue, whatever this digit ends up being. Say this ends up being a 2. Then that means we take that many cells, including itself. So in this case, we take 2 cells in that direction, away from the clue. And those need to sum to whatever the clue is. So this would be 2, 6 in this case, because 2 plus 6 is 8. If this was a 3, then we would use all 3 of these to add to 8. All right. And so that's true of all of these. And then the arrows. So we have arrows that are attached to a circle. The digits on the arrow sum to the value in the circle. So if this was, say, 1 and 4, 1 plus 4 is 5, you would fill a 5 in the circle. Arrows don't come with any additional non-repeat rules for the puzzle. So people are used to, if the only summation constraint you're used to is killer, killer does add a non-repeat within cages. But it's pretty much the only sum constraint I can think of that includes an extra non-repeat constraint along with it. All the other sum ones do not add extra, but we always make sure to mention that. So, for example, this can be a 2 and this can be a 2, and 2 plus 2 is 4, and this would be legal. We can't do 2 plus 2 is 4 here because Sudoku prevents that repeat, but that has nothing to do with the arrow. All right, and that's it. Those are the rules. There's a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself, and I'm going to get started right now. Okay, a 1x sum is just a 1. It's the only way to do a 1x sum because you need to use one cell that adds to 1. The 5 then can't be, it's going to have to be 5 and 2 because 5 and 3 isn't possible. 1 plus 2 plus 3 is already 6. And so this has to be a 2 with a 3 there. And now the 8 then has to be a 3 because 4 is too big. 1, 2, 3, 4 adds to 10. That's too big. So this has to be a 3. And so now these two add to 8 minus 3, which is 5. So they can't be 2 plus 3, so they have to be 1 plus 4. Right, so those are kind of gimmies. Now we're either going to have 3 plus 1 is 4. We're going to have 3 plus 4 is 7. Now there's a problem with 7, which is that this puzzle only goes up to 6. So it has to be 3 plus 1 is 4. And that gives us the 4 there. All right, nice and clean so far. We have a 1-2 pair here. So this is either going to be 3 plus 1 is 4. That doesn't work. We'd repeat a 4 on the box. Or 3 plus 2 is 5. That's our 1. And so now this is a 4, and these pairs are the same. They're the 5, 6 pair. Oh, and this 5 tells us the order of this one. 6 and 5. All right, these two are the same digit as each other. So we know, because this on its own sums to whatever this is. So they're basically clones. They're not 1, they're not 2, they're not 3, they're not 4, they're not 5. So the only digit, look, they're red on one side or the other. Can't be 1, can't be 2, can't be 3, 4, or 5. So the only digit left is 6. So those are just 2 6s there. This 2 looks down, giving us the 2, and this is a 3. And we can just fill these triples here. This is 1, 3, 5. And this is 2, 4, 6. We can clean it up a little bit. All right, so we're never putting a 6 on an arrow, that's for sure. The 5 doesn't work because this can't be 1. Because again, 6 is our max. And this can't even add to 6, so definitely not 5. This is a 1 as a result. Can this be 5? No, because this can't be 1. We'd have to do 5 plus 1 is 6, and this can't be 1. So this is our 3, and this is 5, giving us 6 and 5 here. 1 plus 2 is 3. That doesn't work, so we have to do 1 plus 4 is 5, which hopefully does. It does. That's a 2 to finish the column. We get 6 and 2 there. Let's just fill these pairs, and that should do it. We need 4, 5 here, so this is the 4 and the 5. And then so 3 plus 2 is 5, and this is our 3. And then we need a 1 and a 6. The 6 tells us the order. So just kind of worked our way down here. This row finishes with a 3. We need a 4. We need a 1, and we're done. All right, nice and straightforward puzzle there, Riffclown. Thank you. I think this is a good intro puzzle if you wanna learn arrows and X sums. The exomes just kind of finished themselves right at the start, and then we were able to work our way down all these arrows one at a time, which was kind of fun. All right, cool. Well, let me know how you did. If you enjoyed this, why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.